Okay, good win on the road against what I think is a really good team that we have a lot of respect for. I think that game kind of showed that we have some grit to us. Falling behind early in this environment. I've been around teams before that would have folded, but we don't do that. This is our third game out of 4 away from the Rose Bowl, and I don't know many teams that have started, with three road games out of 4 at Virginia, at Texas, at Arizona State, and won them all. So I think that says a lot about the young men in that locker room right there, their toughness, their grit, and I'm really proud of them. So, fire away.
What do you think of Brett's play, especially with the elbow and everything?
I was the first series. He just seemed tight to me. Like just reading his body language and his face. Cause I know him so well. Just his eyes, the way he looked, and then he just relaxed. And he played very well. And he played fearless, and that's what I was looking for. I think we were looking for that, and I'm sure he was looking for that. Not worrying about his elbow, just playing. And he moved really quickly towards that. So I was very happy to see that.
Coach, you beat him with the big play, 5 plays of over 80 yards. Talk about that.
Is that what it was? I don't know. I haven't looked at the stats. The 2 Jordan Payton plays are the ones that really, well, actually, the 2 Jordan Payton and the Eldridge Massington plays are the ones that stick out to me because of the second effort. And in Eldridge's case, the 3rd and 4th effort to get out of that. But, JP's, when they had the holding or the PI, you've seen a lot of receivers, they'll throw their hands up, he held me, and they'll stop. JP put his hand down, and he kept going, and he caught it. And, I don't know, did he score? He scored on that. The one there at the end, a lot of guys allowed themselves to be pushed out of bounds. He didn't. He just kept running. Eldridge, wasn't satisfied with getting the first down. He stayed with it. And that's what you, as a coach, like to see, that second effort. And then when it pays off, because it has an impact on the rest of your team. People see that, and they go, geez. We always talk about second effort. We always talk about giving, taking the extra step, doing a little bit more, and then when it pays off with big plays like that, it has an impact.
How big was Ish's pick 6, especially at that point in time, heading into the halftime?
Huge play in that game. They have momentum. At the very least, they're probably going to get a field goal because they've got a really good field goal kicker. If they score a touchdown now, they're right. Would have been 20, 17 to 20 to 17, and Ish comes up with that play. I don't know if there's a better guy to have the ball in his hands in that situation than Ish. He's a great open field runner. And initially when he caught it, I'm thinking, okay, he needs to get down so we have a chance to run a play or two. And then all of a sudden when he cut back, I'm like, yeah, okay, we're good, it's Ish. So that was a huge play in the game. And then you back that up with coming out in the second half and hitting that first play. All of a sudden you put a little distance between yourselves and a really good team.
How do you assess the defense's performance given they were on the field for 100+ plays?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not happy with it. And I don't think they're happy with it. And I think we're much better than we showed tonight. And now that's a really good offense. And Mike Norvell is an outstanding offensive coordinator. And I know that was a backup quarterback, but that's not a backup quarterback. That guy can start just about anywhere in the country and be effective. But all that being said, I think we have to play better. And what it comes down to is guys doing what you're supposed to do and doing it consistently. And sometimes when you get against a team like this, you try to make a play, or you guess. And when you guess, sometimes you make a great play, and you know what? And it looks great, and everyone's fired up, and then you do it the next time, and they gash you. So you can't do that. It's all about, defense is about discipline and effort, and we've just got to improve in the discipline category.
What was Brett certain you to play in your mind when you do?
Once I saw him, I don't know how to answer that question. I can answer it truthfully or I can lie. He was going to certainly play when he ran out there for the first series.
When did you think?
We always have to make sure that we're doing what's right for the young man, the player. At this level, that's critical. And so we never want to put any of our players in a situation where they're going to further injure themselves and harm their career or the rest of their lives or whatever it may be. And once our doctors felt secure that they could brace him up and he would be okay, then we felt secure that he could go play. Now, I needed to see him practice and needed to see how he reacted emotionally. And once I felt like he had, cleared those hurdles and he was going to be able to go play the way that he has to play to be effective, then we felt like it was right to start him and let him play. I didn't really tell you when there, did I?
Speaking of hurdles, how did you feel when he was hurdling a defender out there?
You know what? I wasn't worried about it. I have so much respect for our medical staff and our athletic trainers, and they're not going to let someone go out there and play if they're not ready to do it. They're just not going to put these kids at more risk than they already are playing this game. And so I felt okay with it. I didn't worry about it. I didn't worry about Brad. All right. Thanks, everybody.